Hiya folks, this is another story on the BBC website as of a couple of hours ago. COVID rapid test could help reopen nightclubs, Prime Minister suggests. We knew this was coming. Quick coronavirus testing could enable nightclubs and theatres to reopen, Boris Johnson has suggested. The PM says rapid lateral flow tests could be used by those parts of the economy we couldn't get open last year. That in combination with vaccination, there you go, will probably be the route forward, he's told a Downing Street press conference, but he stressed it was still early days, with lots of discussion still to be had. The government source said there is a long way to go before we can get people back to the big events safely. Nightclubs have been unable to operate since the COVID lockdown in March 2020, while many theatres have struggled to make social distancing work. It comes, as Mr Johnson says, people must be optimistic but patient about an end to coronavirus restrictions in England. He said steps taken to ease lockdown should be cautious but irreversible ahead of next week's release of the roadmap for lifting curbs. Vaccine Minister Nadhim Zawahi told LBC the government could rely on rapid testing and making people access their own personal vaccination records on an NHS app rather than issuing a vaccine passport. What's the difference? Your app will be the passport. Asked about measures to make it possible to attend cinema and hospitality venues, he said vaccine passports were not best suited, as we don't know if an individual vaccinated can still transmit the virus, and said it is much better to look at rapid... Right, yeah. If you get a vaccine, they still can't tell if you've got a virus or not. So what's the point of getting the fucking vaccine? I don't get it, man. This is getting crazy. It's been crazy for a while. Michael Kill, the boss of Nighttime Industries Association, said administering rapid tests will not be straightforward, even if it's the way venues like nightclubs are allowed to reopen. He told the BBC that professionals would be required to administer swab tests outside the venue, where clubbers would need to wait at least 15 minutes to get a negative a negative result before getting in. I heard that. That would force venues to stagger admissions, have procedures in place to deal with the positive cases and those who they come in contact with. Lateral flow tests, and it gives you some lateral flow tests, a major advantage, not needing to be taken to a lab to be processed like the more expensive PCR tests that don't work, used by the NHS Test and Trace. Right, they work by dipping a nose and throat swab in special solution, and then so they wanted, has Dorman had any medical experience or training that they want to stick a snob up your nose? What's next? Are they going to want to tell you to drop your trousers and stick one up your ass just to get an even better fucking sense if you've got COVID or not? It's going from bad to worse. I'll leave a link for a story. Best wishes, God bless, from Boris, Scotland.